again, now I need to ask you, Laura, when you brought this foundation out, because I promise you, when I was writing this down, I was like, this is the first foundation that I fell in love with. I feel like I've been wearing it since the 80s. Like I literally was going to a counter and buying it because the melange of color, I say that as a woman of color. I'm biracial, I'm Nigerian, French, German, and Ukrainian. I have highs and lows in my skin that need to be evened out, and I couldn't find a foundation that would do that. I had to buy one color and two colors, and I'm mixing them at home and all of a sudden becoming a chemist. And because you've got this melange of color in your foundation, it just smoothed everything out, and yet at the same time gave me a radiance that I never got anywhere else. This is a foundation that one of them alone is $36. $36 for one, and we are, for a few dollars more, bringing from 36 to 43, or say 44, for $8 more, you're gonna get a second one, and then you're also gonna get the kabuki brush, which is a $21 value on its own. So two of the compacts and the brush, you're not paying $93. It's over half off. You're saving $49. You are saving more than you're spending. Our price is $43.98. Again, Laura is hooking us up with the quantities that you're bringing to us in this show. I'm like, this is not how a business sustains itself, because nobody's going to come back. You're going to have this for forever. You're going to have the compact for forever. And I say this with love because I have mine for forever. We don't have my shade. We're going to go to the shade charts right now, Laura, just to make sure that everybody gets their shade. Tan is sold out, and that's the color that I am.
I thought only deep was sold out. Darn it. Okay.
You know what? Let me ask Carrie in my ear. Carrie, my love.
Okay, maybe you may be right.
We still have deep. We have 100 left in deep, but is tan sold out? Tan is gone. So let's just walk through these shades. Miss Laura, if we could, for everybody.
Sure. So porcelain would be if you have that alabaster complexion, you know, Nicole Kidman, think about that porcelain beauty.
Only 100 left in porcelain.
Whoa.
Okay.
You know, this is my anniversary month, Rachel.
I know.
We're
shopping.
To last us the whole month. I'm in shock. Okay, fair. You have a drop more warmth, but you are pretty light skinned too. And light would be a true light medium. It's wedged in. Fair would be too light. Medium's too dark. You're a light. Medium is what I wear and can wear all year round. It's all neutral medium skins. But I step down in the summer to golden medium because I can wear both. These are very forgiving.
Okay.
And I also pick up more color. So if you're that person picking up more color in the warmer months, get a deeper shade perhaps and play with both or whatever. Tan is for, I'm sorry, is Rachel.
Yeah, tan and deep. Tan is gone. And then deep, how many do we have in deep? I'm sorry, Carrie. Fewer than 100 now in deep. I'm going to share with you again, over half off. This has been voted by you again, by the beauty devotees. Best powder foundation, over and over again. QVC Customer Choice Award winning. That's why we've got the award right here, just in case you're wondering. One of the compacts is 36. So for like $8 more, we're going to give you a second compact and the brush. So it is a $93 pack up that is coming home to you for under $44, and that 3 easy payments of $14.66. I'd love for you again to introduce us to how many colors are in here, how long you bake it, where it's made. It is all high prestige end. This is prestige makeup for all skin tones.
And it's the gold standard now. And I think it's almost 2 decades old, Balance-n-Brighten.
And okay, that makes sense.
This is, as Suzanne shows you how quick it is, she just did one side live. She wears light, by the way, so just so everybody can get an idea. Look at the difference, Rachel. I mean, you can see she looks more blurred and just softer. And I want to express to everybody listening, you know, we're entering the warm climate here on the East Coast. People who live in the warm climate come to me and tell me it's the only makeup they can wear in the heat. It doesn't break down. They don't have makeup meltdown, and you don't feel it. It's imperceptible. It's not like powdered foundations, because to your answer to your question is, it's made in Italy by artisans, but what it is it's 6 different pigments. In 2 seconds, she just finished her face, and she used it under her eyes. I mean, it's brilliant. It gives you the highs and lows that every one of us have in our skin.
You know, what's brilliant about that, if we stay there for 1 second, right, is that if you look at the before, right, you can see the highs and lows in skin tone. So we all have them. And then if you look at the after, it is smoothed out, but it doesn't take out her humanity. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you still get the real healthy highs and lows, but they are smoothed out beautifully, and it's still completely, they're softened, it's still completely Suzanne. She looks beautiful, and the other thing I was gonna say is, and I don't recommend this, right? But I can put this on with my eyes closed in my car if I had to. You really, because there's no messing up. That's the other thing, is that with foundation, sometimes you're worried about the difference between your face and the hairline, and it's gonna look weird, because you've seen people who have foundation and their line stops right there, and you're like, what's happening with the foundation, right? With the Balance and Brighten, you can see that you just put it on all of your face, and there's no like harsh line of like, here's where that foundation is and here's the rest. This is your Balance and Brighten foundation. You're getting 2 of them, so hold up right here. You get 2 of them, 600 here, spoken for, and the kabuki brush. I don't want to sleep on the kabuki brush.
Thank you.
Kabuki, say that fast 5 times. Because this brush is magic, which is why Suzanne is able to like go like in the car, nobody's looking, I'm on the way to the wedding, I'm on the way to the reunion, I'm on the way to the luncheon, I'm on the way to the shower, and you could just do it and smooth out all you slept in, you got the line on your face, or like highs and lows, whatever, you got a breakout of rosacea or whatever's happening, and just smooth all of the little imperfections. But I say that loosely because I'm 58. I just turned 58. We are part of the age of possibility.
Gosh,
I'm happy to be aging, honey. I love it. Best years of my life are happening right now in this very moment. So I'm super joyous. And so I'm not looking to say I'm not aging anymore. I just want to do a little blurring. That's all. Just soften a little, because you know that I've lived these years. I'm good with that. I had a great time.
Right.
I've got lines here because I laughed a lot and had a lot of joy. So I don't want to take out that I had a lot of joy, right? Yeah.
You earned it. You did. You earned it. And you, by the way, look phenomenal, just saying.
Oh, thank you.
And
You too.
I will add to all my gals listening, and my guys, I am not leaving them out. They wear Balance and Brighten.
Yes.
You know, a lot of our on-air guests wear my Bronze and Brighten, my Balance and Brighten, a lot of the male guests that we have. Here is gorgeous Leah wearing it in medium. And I want everybody to know that, this can be used to set a heavier coverage makeup if you want. Maybe it's the one you wear, Rachel.
Yes.
Because it's color correction, so it's going to balance it. Look at the before and after. Stop for a second. Take this in. Leah, I hate that I do this, but she has the redness on her cheeks. And for anybody who has some redness, whether it is rosacea or maybe it's psoriasis or eczema, we are proud to share that this will not make your condition
1,000
worse.
of these spoken for, and for good reason. Leah, again, I love that. I love how it looks on you.
Thank
and we
you.
all have, right? Sometimes we have a little bit of a redness that pops up. Sometimes we have a little skin imperfection that pops up, and all you want to do is just soften it. I mean, I'll get a pimple and I'm like, I'm 58. How am I still getting a pimple? Like, wasn't that supposed to be happening in adolescence? And I want something, a little spot coverage or something like that. I love your tip, though, that you're giving, that you can actually put this on over. I have a heavier foundation on, so I don't have the Balance and Brighten on, just so you know. In my real life, my off-air life, it is what I use in the tan day in and day out, because I want that blurring. And what I loved about it, I'll say to you again, is the melange of colors. The 6 colors in here, which gave me life, and it wasn't like I was one shade of brown or one shade of tan, because that's not how my natural skin is, and I would dare say that's not how your skin is. That's why we're all loving that you still look naturally you. Let me give you updates on what's happening with shades. So in the porcelain, 60 remain. Fair, 200 remain. Light, 350 medium, 600 golden medium, 750, you saw that the tan is sold out. Deep now has 4 dozen. So 12 times 4 gets to get the deep. Get this home and try it. We've got 1,300 of these snapped up. I know for a fact that if you have a foundation that you're wearing already, I dare say this is going to be better. Or maybe it's simply going to be your summer foundation, because you still want something that blurs, but you want it to be lightweight. You want it to hang in there on the days that it gets really hot. You want to be able to put it on with your eyes closed. You want to not have to worry about that big, huge, crazy line between your chin and your neck, because somebody's like, okay, well, that's where her foundation cuts off, because it looks completely different than the regular color of her skin, right? I mean, you don't want that. This is the answer. Look how beautiful she looks. I mean, stunning.
Morgan is wearing deep. And look, she was showing you how she covered up where she needed to cover. You can make this full coverage. You have the versatility, by the way, the brush alone will do that for you, because the denser the brush, and that's just like sometimes pulling up that kabuki brush, making the hairs a little tighter and pressing it in what I call a stippling motion, where you need extra coverage. You know, it's not just about the fabulous 6 different pigments. It's about the texture of this foundation.
Correct.
And
Actually,
I will say also the 1-2 punch is spackle, then this.
Yeah.
Because when you put that spackle and you get that high glass finish, like you said, and you put this on top, they lock in together. And Suzanne will share with you that the longer she wears it on her face, meaning if she puts it on and hours pass, it actually looks better. It starts to like meld into the skin in a way that works with your own body temperature. It's really remarkable. I marvel at that.
It does. Let me give you an update on what's happening, because these things are selling out. 1,500 of these spoken for. I'm not surprised. Once again, right now, last call for deep. And right now, one of these is $36 everywhere else except here, because for $8 more, we'll give you a second compact and the brush that goes with. So I mean, in your purse, you have your brush in the retractable dealio, so it's really cool. You just, there you go. You bring this in your compact. Those were the 2 pieces I had when I just jumped over to Nashville. Had a great time. I had my tan and my kabuki brush, and I was ready to go, ready to, you know, watch everybody sing and dance. 1,600 of these have been snapped up. I've got 600 people on the lines right now placing their orders. Over 3.1 million, though, of the Balance-n-Brighten foundation